Hey. Hey. I love saying hey. When I speak to my cats, I always say hey. And they just look at me like, what is she saying? But anyway. Reading back again. Gonna make it a quick one. Gonna make it a 10-minute one. Don't know what the vibe or energy is, but I'm feeling goofy. So maybe the energy is positive, like light-hearted, playful. I'm just shuffling them right now. But and then depending on the time, I'll see if I can fit any of the oracles in. You've not been in contact with someone in the last 6 days. 1 to 6 days. In the last 1 to 6 days, you've not been in contact with someone, and this is someone significant, someone you might see as a twin flame, your divine counterpart. 8 could be significant, 888 could be significant. Those numbers in any order. You can see angel numbers on receipts, on like telephone numbers, anywhere, like on barcodes, the time, the number of likes on a video, views on a video, you know what I mean anyway. So in the last 1 to 6 weeks, I said weeks, 1 to 6 days or 1 to 6 weeks, you've not been in contact with someone, the collective group that I'm speaking to. But I feel like if it is the last 1 to 6 weeks, it's the last 1 to 6 days that's been it's really affected you and bothered you. I'm getting that this is a love situation, definitely. This is a partner, this is a crush, this is someone that you're into. Your twin flame, though, I am getting that this is a divine counterpart, your equal, your partner, the yin to your yang, the yang to your yin. Yeah. The feminine energy to your masculine energy, the masculine energy to your feminine energy. Take what resonates. Energy is not gender. It is important to pour into yourself and love yourself so hard right now. Pour into that self-care, because I am hearing that you might feel like you have a hole to fill, and you feel as though this other partner that you're not in contact with is that hole to fill. That thing that fills the hole of emptiness inside you. Because look at this jar, it's empty. And the rainbow's on the other side. So you feel as though your surroundings is like positive, playful, happy. Everyone around you is positive, playful, and happy. And you feel as though that this partner's life is positive, playful, and happy. And you might want to get on the other side of a jar so you can be positive, playful, and happy as well. But I am getting that you need to pour that positive, playful energy to yourself first, because whatever is going on within will eventually show on your outside. And you can't take someone else's energy to fill your own. That just takes the other person's energy away. You need to learn how to have that positive energy yourself and your own energy, so that you can keep that energy, combine your energy, positive energy, with the other person's positive energy, so no one's losing out. And that way you can like create more positive, creative energy together, more rainbows. So, this just came back upright. So you will definitely be in contact with this person again. I am hearing, no way. These have I definitely shuffled that. I don't know if I shuffled that properly, but these have just came back again, but upside down. And I can't believe that these are the first two that I've picked out of all of the cards that I've... So this is a sign. Spirit is saying that you will, this situation right now that you're seeing and you're viewing it as, it's going to be flipped upside down. You're literally going to be pouring into yourself, and they're going to be pouring into you. I'm hearing equal give and take. You're going to be pouring into each other once you get yourself in this positive, creative, rainbow, luscious, beautiful, healthy, healed energy. Positive energy. that you give back to yourself and you're not using this other partner to get yourself in that energy, because then that would take from them. And you will get your communication from them, positive news, and it's going to make you feeling very joyful, happy, like you're going to have stars, shiny stars in your eyes when you see this person as well. Or maybe every time you look at this person, you feel like you get stars in your eyes just because of a little stars, the starry energy there. And the rainbow, I'm getting a lot of magical energy here. So you could resonate with being a spiritual being, very magical, or you could just love magical, mystical things, and that could just be a topic of interest for you. I think in the past you've had to deal with a lot of childish people, some childish energies. This has actually wounded your inner child, which is something that you need to heal from again. This has made you like procrastinate in your life, almost go backwards, and not progress in the things in the areas like your goals, your careers, your ambitions as much as you'd like to, because of these inner child wounds, which were because of these childish people and these childish negative energies that were around you. And I am hearing that they might have had toxic traits like a bad apple, but because you were young, or maybe like just not as experienced, or just didn't know and you were deceived, you didn't see that they were like a bad rotten apple with a hole in, so you might have took a bite out of it, even smoked out of it a little bit, because if you know what I mean, this looks like an apple bong. Anyway, it's an apple pipe actually, because it's the page of pipes. But yeah, maybe even past relationship partners, like lovers, who've acted in this childish energy that has wounded your inner child or triggered your inner child wounds, which is the area that you need to focus on doing your healing. Yeah, so I'm getting that the inner child wounds were disloyalty, cheating related, an imbalance in feminine and masculine energies, an imbalance in harmony, unity, imbalance in twin flame energies, a misalignment in duality. And that's what triggered your inner child wounds, or those were some of your inner child wounds. Again, because of this negativity, it's left you procrastinating. It's left you not giving back to yourself, almost digressing in life instead of progressing, because you stopped nourishing yourself with self-care, self-love, developing your skills, your interests, your passions, working on yourself, healing yourself, treating your body like a temple. I am hearing that you might have even, I'm hearing substance abuse, so maybe that could be significant. Maybe there was a bit of substance abuse in your past. That was because of your links to these toxic childish energies and partners, toxic childish partners. You could have dealt with like a past false twin flame. So you could have dealt with someone that you thought was your twin flame, because there is like three duo cards coming out here. There's two buds here, and then there's two kind of like 11, so it almost looks like 1111. So it is like 1111 here, the number of a twin flame. So this is another twin flame reading. But I am getting that maybe in the past you've met your false twin flame, someone that you thought was your match, but you didn't match with them. Because I'm not getting like this luscious long 1111 energy here. They're just like, what do they even look like? They look like, it looks like a shape or a letter. B, a butterfly. A butterfly could be significant for some of you. A B, the letter B could be significant. E could be significant. Bees could be significant. Queen bees could be significant. Maybe the person was like a queen bee. Maybe the false twin flame was a queen bee that you were so interested in, and you were in this like joyful, innocent energy, and you were looking up to them. You thought that you had it all, but they were a false twin flame. They weren't really a twin flame, which is why they kept you digressing from your life. But this new person, because I am picking up on a new person here, that's the person that you're waiting on communication from. And the initials B and E are definitely significant. It could be this false twin flame. I am getting for a large percentage of you, it's the false twin flame that has the initials B and E. Otherwise, it could also be your initials or this new partner's initials, because this is a collective reading. This has led a lot of inner conflict in your life within yourself, which is why you need to pour into that self-love, self-care. And this inner conflict is what's preventing you from healing, and what's making you feel like in this anxious attachment energy, or like this avoidant energy. Like I'm hearing anxious, avoidant, detached kind of energy, where you want to like you want to withdraw, but you want to like 2 steps back but 2 steps forward. It's like you're split in half. Like with these duality cards, you're split in half and you feel like there's a hole inside of you, and you feel as though you're not whole. You feel as though that a part of you is missing, and that a part of you wants to go forward with this commitment, this new commitment, and a part of you is like conflicting and stopping you from taking that leap forward, which is why you need to pour into self-care, so you're a whole self instead of a half. Instead of reaching out for a half, the other half, to fill you up, you need to pour into yourself, self-love, self-care. Fill that hole that your inner child wounds has left you with. And once you are whole and you heal that inner conflict within yourself, I am hearing that you will get the communication that you want to receive from your true twin flame, that you might have already met. The collective group I'm speaking to has definitely met this person recently, and within the last year you've met this person. Within the last 6 months, I do get that this is more recent than that. The last 6 months. But in the last 1 to 6 weeks or 1 to 6 days, you've not been in contact with this person. Or the last 1 to 6 days, it's affected you more that you've not been in contact with this person. I don't know which way around I just had these cards, but we're going to pick it up this way. So it's because I had them on my lap, but the Lover's reverse, again, we have 2 infidelity cards coming out. Your inner child wounds are definitely because of either your parents cheating, watching cheating, growing up, step-parents, parents, partners, relationships, girlfriend, boyfriend. Maybe you had an upbringing where your parents had loads of girlfriends and boyfriends that didn't work out, and there were multiple partners, cheating people, like nobody was loyal. Maybe that was your upbringing, so it's triggering some inner wounds. Maybe some siblings. If you have older siblings, maybe when you were younger you watched them be wounded by disloyalty and cheating, and you thought that the other person was part of the family when they clearly weren't. It's been hard times. You've been trying to get back up again, and it's working. You need to keep trying, carry on progressing with your self-care and healing, because it is working. You're growing. You're not this nutritious budge yet, because this was reversed, but you're growing. You're growing into this juicy rainbow ripened bud that you're gonna pour in to yourself and create, so you can then enjoy abundance with communication, creativity, magical energy, with stars in your eyes, with your twin flame staring at each other with stars in your eyes. Anyway, growth. Again, this is about procrastination. You need to keep trying. Keep trying. Keep taking things forward. It is important to take a time out. So if you do find that you're overthinking about communication, needing someone else to fill your cup instead of filling your own cup, that's when you should take the time to spend time on your own, specifically to fill your own cup. Make sure you're spending that time, taking that time out purposefully, saying no to people, just going in hermit mode, going on your own, going on a solo trip, staying at home alone for a bit, you know? Like, so you can take that time out to make sure that you're pouring into yourself, nourishing yourself. Self-care days, self-care Sundays should be a regular thing for you. At least try to do it for the next 6 weeks or 2 months. Every Sunday, self-care. Make sure that it's a self-care focused day. Go for a massage, go to the spa, go for a swim, go to the ocean, go for a walk, go to the beach, anything. Do a face mask, get a cheap face mask. It doesn't have to be expensive. And like, that's how you'll get out of this poverty energy that you're feeling. I feel like you're lacking this creativity energy, this nutritious, luscious, delicious rainbow energy that you're desperately seeking from someone else or your twin flame. But please don't do that with your twin flame, because you're going to bring your twin flame down. So don't go searching for luscious energy to feed yourself, your soul, from another person, because you're either taken from the other person or it doesn't work and it's a false twin flame, and don't want to do that. Don't do that to your twin flame. But naturally, that will help improve your finances and your love life, because your love and finances go hand in hand. And you will grow, you'll flourish and grow, and you'll ripen, and you'll be ready to be a juicy, delicious bud to snip off, snip, 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 and use. I'm going to do this one. I know I said 10 minutes, we're in 17 minutes, but I'll make it quick. The final few oracles. I don't even know what I said like this whole time. Also, that thing went ding, so that's spirit saying, yeah, Neely, cut this video off. So yeah, 8 of buds. You're going to be this juicy, ripe energy that's ready for picking from your twin flame. Your twin flame is going to see you as this delicious, fresh, ripe, plump bud, healthy bud that's ready to come into union with and communicate with. Because right now you need to pour into yourself, and that will help yourself with your confidence and your self-confidence naturally as well. You are worthy. Remember your worth. Again, with the past wounds, the inner child wounds, remember your worth. You are worthy. I don't know if it's showing it reversed because you probably can't read this, but if you look, this woman is like in her Empress energy, because we had the Empress in reverse. So once you pour into yourself with self-love, self-care, the Empress will be upright again. So she looks like she's in her power. She's got a light shining behind her head. And then we have this masculine here handing her a rose. So your partner, your twin flame, is going to see that you've done so much self-work on yourself, and they're going to see that you're in this positive energy, ready for some loving. You could be a Taurus. They could be a Taurus. You could be an Aries. They could be an Aries. I'm getting like rams and bulls and horns. Because there's a horn there. And I got something else. So, oh, so Spirit just made this a spicy little message, but they're gonna come in and see you in this Empress energy, this beautiful energy, this self-love nourishment energy anyway, that you've gave back to yourself with self-care and everything. And they're gonna come and romance you, hand you a rose, this romantic message that they're gonna communicate with you. But I got a spicy message because I said horns. Spicy, horns, I'm not trying to say it, but I think you got what I'm trying to say. There's a lot of passion that's going to be, a lot of passion and romance together. There was like a flash outside, so I'm hearing sparks. Maybe like when you touch this person, there's going to be sparks, which is like natural and very normal symptoms of like twin flame union, twin flame energies when you like first come in contact with your twin flame, or after a while when you come in contact with your twin flame. It's like that energy is accumulating, and then when you finally come into touch with each other, there's like a spark. Anyway, Neptune, that's like dream, happy dreams. This is going to be a dreamy romantic connection coming in for you, this new twin flame, not the old false twin flame. Magic, imagination and illusion. They're going to blast away, like this union is going to blast away all false illusions. And I'm hearing negative false imaginations that you had of your reality. It's going to blast away all these illusions about your past, the perspective that you had on love and life and yourself because of these inner child wounds. The last one, Black Moon Lilith in Libra. Black Moon Lilith in Libra. So they are all moons. These are all planets. I'm so confused. Anyway, you deserve balance. Make sure that you're giving yourself that time and space to go into hermit mode and pour into self-love, self-care. Can't stress this enough. Like, you have to have that healthy balance. I almost lost my voice. Oh. 2222 222 could be significant. Maybe the song 22 by Taylor Swift is significant for some of you. Yeah, I think that's it. We're going to wrap it up. But yeah, you deserve balance. Soulmate. I said soulmate. Soulmate. Self-care Sundays. Self-care Sundays is very significant. Something about, maybe this twin flame is going to be like your soulmate as well. Maybe it's going to be like a twin flame and a soulmate where you get like double. I don't know if you can get that. I'm pretty sure it's like one or the other, but maybe they'll just feel like a soulmate. Or maybe they are your soulmate and not your twin flame for this, some of the collective I'm speaking to. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.